Here we are for another classic game of Blood Bowl, I bet you, because it's undead, and who doesn't like a bit of undead action, apart from that place we visited last night?
We're at the Dragon's Litter Tray here for a game against the Tiny Rocks and Tolmandary's champions.
Okay, so I know you can't have favourites, a bit like your favourite children, but do you prefer Khemri or the, the others, the Necromancer undead?
Well, I mean, I'd be remiss to say I prefer the classic undead team, which is the necromantic undeads, but I guess the quintessential undead, classic undead would be the Khemri, because they've been around longer.
Exactly. I mean, these guys haven't just been buried, haven't just been sort of excavated yesterday. I mean, they were excavated a good couple of weeks ago, but they've been down there for a while.
Yeah, they were buried long before it was cool.
Oh, exactly. I mean, and also, really funny, Necromantic has got werewolves. Werewolves. I mean, they're just big dogs, werewolves. Surely.
Wait, you got your golems and Frankenstein-esque monsters. So.
I mean,
and there's a goes to Toy Costs.
And who's going to win it? I think.
It looks like Tolmandary's champions have won it, and they have elected to. They've elected to receive the ball.
I mean, there's not really much difference considering. Well, obviously we've got the werewolves move quite fast, but it'll be quite interesting to see what the Khemri do this time, given their lack of speed and agility. But they are doing a lot in the league so far.
What they lack in speed and agility, they make up for in toughness and determination.
And Tomb Guardian. Let's not be honest. These things don't mess around. So. Oh, it looks like Tolmandary's champions are going for the Orc approach of chuck everyone on the line of scrimmage. Including their werewolf.
Does look as though he's keeping his whites in reserve though.
Well, I'm sure nothing bad will happen with any of this. Nice kick.
High kick. So one of the players on Tolmandary's champions will be able to move into the square and catch it.
I can say quite confidently it's not going to be a zombie. There he goes. The dude with the eagle ears, and what a wonderful bit of butterfingers.
Well, at least it didn't happen on the first turn of the win.
Yeah.
And we're kicking off the blocking action with one of the flesh golems, who's managed to KO one of the skeletons on the line already. That's
not bad. First got blocked both rows, and the Khemri down to 10 men already. Here we go, zombies. I think it's well funny when they move. It reminds me of many a Saturday night.
Jimmy Bugman sales.
Oh, or not enough.
Oh, I have to admit, can we still call this game Blood Bowl if both teams have, are dead and dried up corpses?
Do we call it Dust Bowl for this game? Oh dear. Bog managed to go and drop the ball for the second time in about 30 seconds. So.
That's often the crux of most teams in this game, whether or not they can pick up the ball and actually move it.
Yeah, and I think we've been seeing that a lot when the Khemri try and pick it up, given their agility. Oh, Tomb Guardian smacked him in the face.
That's the advantage, I guess, the Tomb Guardians have over the Tolmandary's champions here, is they have 4 of the golems as opposed to 2 golems for Tolmandary's.
Yeah, and also they've got Legion as well, I believe, don't they? So I remember when one got hacked up with a chainsaw in a match a couple of games ago. Annoyingly came back to life again. So
it just wouldn't go down.
They don't. I mean, they are pretty annoying. Let's not beat around the bush here. So I mean, it's bad enough they died once, but when you want to go and kill them again, they should really stay there. So Khemri are playing it safe.
A little bit of hesitation there, maybe, from the moving back and forth for some of the players.
I think that they think they want in the Michael Jackson song. I think they're having a bit of a dance. Obviously, they've got the knee thing going on. It's more punching though, because they did try and pick up the ball very early.
I guess they're trying to minimise the amount of damage they're going to take in this turn, and then hopefully counter-attack. This
is Dust Bowl, man. You know what I mean? If you don't want to get your claws or your broken nails dirty, then what's the point of playing? These flesh golems, I've got to be honest. Flesh golems aesthetic is much better than the mummies, I think, in my opinion. So. I just kind of like seeing a bit of exposed brain. Oh dear.
Oh. That's a double knockout there.
It's not going terribly well for the Necromantics at the moment, is it? So the ball's still on the ground.
That's true. Yeah, Tolmandary's champions haven't been able to move the ball out of even their own half in 3 turns. So
I think if it weren't for the lack of speed of the Khemri, I think it might be under some pressure. But bear in mind that everyone's tagged up. I think they should be okay.
Do you think we'll see the Khemri maybe push forwards if Tolmandary's champions aren't able to pick up?
He got to, and yeah, I think that's what he's trying at the moment. But again, he didn't really put a bit of a hole really. He just still. Well, he has got a bit of a running lane there. We can go run over the prone body of that flesh god. Want to see a bit of pressure on the ball now, don't you? Again, I appreciate you don't want to push up too far and then the gaping hole in your defence, especially with those werewolves.
With the slower speed, obviously, for the Khemri against the werewolves, that's probably the main thing that the Tiny Rocks have to look out for. As soon as they push up one side, then Tolmandary's champions, if they can get their hands on the ball, will basically just make their way down the other side.
I like that little dig. I mean, let's see. Is he going to go and try and pick up foot now? No, good man. We can stand up some of these werewolves that seem to quite like lying on the ground at the moment. I mean, I think it's the one thing we obviously can't see in this game is a bit of zombie on zombie action, which makes up for some of those Cabal vision corners. Is it dropped it again?
He's dropped it for a third time. Yeah.
Slightly orange. I think he's going to get sacked in the morning or reduced into a fine pile of bone meal.
Something I've noticed is that Tolmandary's champions don't seem to have any rules. I don't know if did they have any to begin with, or
yeah, they got 2 werewolves there. Oh, he's dead!
Oh no! Oh, he's in.
Well,
yeah, he's dead. But let's see if he regens.
I mean, that's not going to do the coaches temperament any favours. I know he's quite partial to those dodgy dogs. Oh, he's back! I mean. But come on, I mean, the Khemri really needs to go and be taking advantage of that gap now and start putting some pressure on the ball carrier because letting him can't pick it up.
I think they did whatever get rid of the zombie speed bump that's sitting there at the moment. So once he's out of the way, then I think we'll probably see them try and push up next time. Although again, based on the fact that the speed difference from both teams might not be the best.
We're nearly halfway through the turn, and essentially the Bulls spent more time on the ground than you and I spent on the chairs last night in the pub. So. Come on, so do a bit more pushing because that's evidently what Bloodbowl needs. Oh, I see. He's going to help his mate out again. Better push.
Next turn might see a reprisal from the flesh golem.
Khemri are playing it safe here. I think it's safe to say, in the knowledge that as they kicked, I think they're going for a 1-0 game here, aren't they?
Yeah, that would probably be the best case for them.
I still say it's missed opportunity. I still think trying to sacrifice one of the
that is a fourth turn of mismaking that. I mean, I'll tell you what. I mean, part of me would think this is a bit intentional on the Tolmandary's champions part. Maybe it's like he's playing for the last minute kind of dash.
Much down the pitch is the Khemri all committed. He's got no rerolls as well, so it's obviously he's had enough burn on them also. There's some of those double block dice as well, and the werewolves didn't help. Come on!
I guess JP is probably wondering, how far do I spread my backfield? Do I keep them in place there, or do I keep them mobile so that I should keep moving them and try and lock off as many lanes as possible? There is still a.
Oh, another one's the Tomb Guardians.
Wow, the Tomb Guardians are really tearing into this game.
That's the same guy that killed the werewolf, isn't it?
I think it was, yeah.
I mean, I know they're all the same.
He's not recovered either.
He's dead.
So that's he's dead.
He's dead. Everyone's dead. Dave. I mean, again, you think Tolmandary's now down to nine players on the pitch, and there's still no real pressure from Khemri on the. Those three Tomb Guardians very slowly creeping towards the ball.
I think we might see some pressure. We might definitely see some pressure if he can't seem to get the ball, then Khemri might be able to push in and steal it. Although in 4 or 5 turns,
I think at this rate it could be accidental pressure. Right. So here he goes again. Why doesn't the other one try and pick it up?
Oh,
He's got it again.
Wow, this is.
Seriously, by now, I would have tried the other way, the white. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or even or even the other, like the other werewolf that's on the ground. In a moment, but...
It's got dodge. These Tomb Guardians are going to be slaughtering the rest of the team at this point. Oh, that Tomb Guardian there is actually open. You could actually go and lumber to put a bit of pressure on the ball, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
So this is obviously Khemri's game after. This was their tactics after war, I reckon, wasn't it?
Just make sure the other team keeps fumbling the ball when they go to pick it up. Yes.
Happy in the knowledge that that they put enough butter on the ball to make sure that they can pick it up.
Well, I mean, you need to grease up the football, otherwise it just becomes really parched.
Ooh, he's jumping on him. He also doesn't like that werewolf. Mange isn't bad enough.
He's knocked out. So
werewolves.
Potentially Tolmandary could be without his fastest players here.
He's done 8 players. Again, it's halfway through the first half.
With those werewolves at the way now, maybe we might see the Tiny Rocks push up proper this time.
Well, there's that. I'm going to have to claim on it. If not careful, then Tolmandary might assume I'm dead and try and bring me back from the dead, going to put me into fill one of his holes in his roster.
I mean, at this point, he probably could do with the extra body.
Yeah. I can't say that my ball handling skills are ever up to much though. But so he's now got a bit of trouble with that Tomb Guardian there. He's not really easy to shift either. He's going to have to go. A lot of people around him to go and try and shift him.
Wait, so and here comes the blitz from the other way.
One dicer.
Ooh. He's pushed him off, but
problem is,
there he is.
It's all well and good moving him. He's now got to go and pick the ball up. Yay!
He's finally got it. He's got it now. Finally seeing some forward movement from Tolmandary's champions. I
mean, I know you shouldn't really say, but if ever there was star player points for picking the ball up, I think Slightly Orange has actually earned at least half a point for that. I mean, you should still obviously go and get reported to the Dust Bowl League for being absolute garbage.
Team Guardian strikes back.
He's not happy that he got pushed out of the way. Yeah, wanted that ball on his lunchbox after hours. And that's another thing about Tomb Guardians. I mean, even like Fleshcons normally, instill fear into most teams, but Tomb Guardians just don't really care, do they?
Right now, Tolmandary's going to have to obviously try and punch a hole somewhere and make a lane for the white to get through, but...
I don't fancy his plan. I think the only thing in Tolmandary's favour is that Khemri got very little chance of the movement to go and pick the ball up and score at this rate. But you never know.
So it looks as though the pressure's tightening around Tolmandary's champions at the moment.
Yeah. The Khemri still got a couple of sweepers down deep as well, so 20 mil for that white does get out of there, which not fancy his chances to be honest. But still got a blitz bar, a throw bar back there to go and try and stop him. So. Right, let's go see what his white does. He's going to blitz.
Oh no! Blitzed and backfired horribly. Oh no. Thought that I was really hoping it would land in that zombie's hands, but then
that would be brilliant. I mean, and to put someone in the zombie probably would have caught it. That is just they've had no. Wow, that white has been awful. Team Guardians wants the ball, I think.
Oh no!
Oh, we'll go around, come around. I think at that time.
See, he could have probably picked it up and maybe made a break for it, but now I guess the opportunity's gone now.
Yeah.
For both teams actually to make it at this point.
Yeah, there's a chance of anyone getting down there.
So we'll probably see we will see the first half ending with that. Still it's starting.
Yeah, I think the ball moved 4 squares forward. Yeah, I think the Tiny Rocks just going to go and try and wail on some of the undead here, try and perhaps thin some more of their numbers for the second half. You got one where we'll come back in the beginning of the second half, but oh dear.
I'm sure I've seen ogres move more than have more forward momentum than this game has so far. So that's been the first half with teams coming off on the field.
I've seen a dead zombie have more movement, I think, than most of this team in that first half. But
Guess
as
Tolmandary will hopefully be giving his team a bit of a pep talk.
everyone else, Tolmandary often sings at half the time. Things can only get better. But after his favourite song in the entire world, that werewolf's not coming back. The amount of disadvantage. No.
Still a numerical, as you say, a numerical disadvantage, but also they still have the. I guess they still have the upper hand with like the single werewolf in terms of movement, but even then,
problem is that they've got all 4 Tomb Guardians there, which make very effective corners of cages. I haven't seen the Tiny Rocks at a few games this season, I think.
But Spoiler alert!
It wasn't as dire, no. I mean, I think in one game he should have got another touchdown, but he kind of ran out of time, so...
Well, as dire as it may look, sometimes Knuckle provides.
Here we go, he's put a Tomb Guardian underneath it. Is he?
Oh! Yes, he has, but he's not.
I would have loved it if he caught it then, that would have been brilliant. Off he goes to go and form the front of the cage, or at least just a bit of a block, so... Of course, the Khemri are notoriously bad at trying to do anything involving agility in any way, shape, or form.
I mean, they're old. They're vastly older.
Oh god, yeah.
And ladies, I think.
Yeah, it's difficult to tell. I mean, the rags are long gone. The appendages are long gone.
There's no luscious locks or.
No, they've got these really cool hats. And scarab beetles coming out of the sockets and stuff, I suppose.
So
I tell you what, I yearn for. I yearn to go and see the ball in the player's hand and movement down the pitch. Chances?
See some actual bowl and Bloodbowl, you think? Here we go. Here we go. I guess with the Thronas having the sure hands, they were able to pick up a lot easier.
Especially since he failed the first time. I mean, he made that look easy. I mean, slightly orange, the white, with his expert ball handling. You probably look at it going, that's how you do it.
Ah, yes. That's what he means by
Let's see what they can do. I see we'll try and gang up on these Tomb Guardians, haven't he? So he's trying to take one down.
The Tomb Guardians can obviously form the linchpin of the cage.
Yeah, exactly. So if you can try and isolate a couple of them, because they're not exactly very agile, then try and minimise the points of the cage, and like I say, get that werewolf round on the flanks and.
Oh, here he comes. He's pulling for the blitz and single Tomb Guardian.
Claws as well.
And he stuns him.
That's not bad. One down.
That puts him down for a turn.
Yeah. Getting in the action. It's nice to see the Necros actually give some damage. It's very light. Actually, mind you, I suppose the first KO in the first dice rolled a game, but apart from that. That Tomb Guardian.
I guess the Tiny Rocks took offence to my champions opening offense.
I think Tolmandary was just jealous that someone actually managed to pick the ball up, It's just, but like you say, this game has a habit of biting you in your skeletal arse, so you never know what's going to happen.
Many and mysterious are the ways of Nuffle.
Yes. He giveth, he taketh away, and then he tends to taketh away some more. That's an he's stunned there, I guess. So just you think, hang on, what do you want to go by there? But
I guess they're shifting the cage so that Tolmandary has to move the players around rather than be able to immediately block or blitz.
Exactly. The two fastest players, the white and the werewolf, on the other side of that. Zombies getting their walking game on.
So I guess Tolmandary's probably thinking to try and punch to the whole from the far right side of the cage and try and work his way inside from there.
And ideally try and go and get some of these flesh goblins, Tomb Guardians, so we can try and make them stall their movement, I guess. There's a werewolf getting ready. Not exactly no secret what he's going to be doing in a minute.
Bringing him back for maybe as a safety as well.
Yeah, I'll say especially with his movement, it's going to be invaluable.
Here we go, blitz coming from a zombie.
Oh!
got him down.
It's always these unexpected plays, I think, from players that normally just get them to practice down. 2 dice uphill as well.
2 dice uphill. Oh wow, nice.
that's not terrible. I mean, he is very, very isolated, but when that white stands up next to him.
I think one of those results was a push and a both down, so obviously JP doesn't want his player hitting the deck in place of, in case like him and the zombie go down and the Tomb Guardian doesn't come back up.
That's what we want, really, isn't it? So, I mean, especially that white's going to get up again. You got that werewolf lurking on the perimeter. I think it's kind of made the decision up for JP. I think he can now know he doesn't have to go up the flank. He kind of basically push out the middle, make a channel, put some walls up,
and he doesn't regenerate. He's still got the injury.
Tolmandary running out of players. Yeah.
I guess he's clearing him away from the cage. And a blitz from the Guardian against the werewolf. Oh, he rolled it. Oh no, he's rolled it.
And he's got block as well. The werewolf is going, hello.
That was unfortunate. I think that's left a sizable gap enough for one of Tolmandry's fights to pop in.
Exactly, especially that one that's fallen on the ground. He can now stand up and put an immediate. Oh.
I guess he's waiting. Yeah, he's going to blitz and then.
He's going to blitz with him. That's quite fair enough. Oh, that's it.
Hoping that the ball will pop out and maybe land on the werewolf.
That's a lot of hope you got there, mate.
That
was. I thought that might have been slightly orange again, but.
No, he's at the front of the cage.
Just for him, I think, just in case he gets his whistle. And now, of course, this is just going to be a bit
champions are. They're on the offensive now.
They are. They sent some dust in here. Of course, with so many players around the ball, that's not really a thing in the world to pick up.
No. Need to try and obviously thin them out.
Yeah, I think the one thing advantage is the flesh golem is tied up, so they can't bring their considerable heft into the thing. Oh, hello.
Oh, they blocking 2 dice uphill. Oh, nice.
Oh, that's
blocked
quite
into the ball and...
nice little move.
Oh
no!
That's unfortunate. So the Blitzer has caught the ball, rebounded off the Tomb Guardian that had been pushed into it. And that's, I guess, kind of allowed those tiny rocks to build a kind of impromptu cage.
Especially since a lot of the Tolmandary Champions players are now committed to that side. Yeah, that werewolf's tagged up. If they can tag that flesh golem up as well, which he's just done. Got the Tomb Guardian on the other side, and I think they've got.
The other Tomb Guardian.
He smacks him in the face.
He's moving in to secure the other white. And then,
what an incredible feat of fortune, but you've got to take advantage of these moments. It's exactly what JP's done there. Still 2 rerolls as well, so barring any miracle. Oh, I think that white's just taken a punch to the face. Yeah, that's
okay, we've got the last Tomb Guardian taking out the zombie. Always stay in place, but now he's moved in to engage the flesh golem behind him. And the last thrower is kind of moving in as a support for the Tomb Guardian. So there's Tolmandry's. That was both a combination of luck and kind of, I guess, positioning.
Yeah, I mean, and I say, because even this thing, chuck this bloke to the floor. I think he's just going to tag him up.
Blitzing. Yep, so he's knelt down.
But that throw, actually couldn't. Yeah, so that throw, bear in mind that their agility is not exactly the greatest. Oh, the werewolf's broken free.
Yeah, he's done 2 go for it.
Not a good day for it. Oh dear.
Oh no. Skull to skull reroll.
Oh man, I've got to say that Tolmandry's not had much luck today. Somebody's brought on himself, which is inevitable at this nature of the game, but
I mean, I guess a lot of the players that in his team are players from other teams that have died, and I guess their luck's kind of turned from that. So
that's what I think. I mean, Tolmandry's got to bear in mind that a lot of these players, they're not his biggest fan. So I get that they're under a spell on that, but they're probably there thinking, do you know what? If I've got a chance to throw again and make a good point out of it. Oh no, I fell down. Oh no, I can't pick the ball up.
I deserve better than this.
Yeah. They're probably checking their passports see if they've got Khemri sort of ancestry inside them. So. What's he going to do? He's going to try and do a bit of a block, isn't he? Bit of a blitz. Ah,
Blitz
nice.
on the flesh golem.
Yeah.
He goes down. He's stunned as well. Wow, that's
big.
definitely. Let's open that up.
I thought I couldn't use a blitz already. The only problem is that werewolves.
Yeah, he's still up, but he has to dodge. I guess he would have to dodge away from that.
Yeah.
And even then, there's not really anyone else who can kind of get to him unless Tolmandary's willing to dodge out of the way. Which he tries.
Oh,
He's stunned.
dear. That's going to help. That's going to help the little rocks out. They've got a bit of a clear field at the moment. So should have, with a bit of luck, clear some of these people out and go and tag up that werewolf, is pretty much the biggest problem he's got at the moment.
This is the Blitzer's got the ball, so I guess he's got. What do you have to come in? I think he has blocked, so he should be fine if.
I think so, yeah. I say he's getting a nice little screen around the ball carrier now.
As I say, the only concern is that werewolf, because if he can dodge out from the other Blitzer that's got him kind of tagged at the moment.
I think.
Yeah.
I was going to say, yeah. I think Nick, what you were going to say, if he's got the Tomb Guardians to clear out these whites and that, they can go and tag up that werewolf a bit better. So.
Have you been looking at my script again?
I would love to say no, but your handwriting's terrible. I've only actually been able to make out half of it.
Well, I mean, they don't teach handwriting classes in the Chaos Weeks. Okay? That's something the Southlanders brought up. We never understood why.
But that's,
oh
God!
Oh no! Hits keep on hitting. He's lost his armor value as well.
Oh,
I mean,
Tolmandary has to get his favourite shovel out. I think after this, he's got some new players.
And he doesn't recover it. So that's both werewolves out for the rest of the game, and with 3 turns left.
Barring an act of amazingness, like I don't know, a bolt from heaven or something like that, I think Khemri are going to score this. And you got the question, because I can't say I'm a huge fan, but it's a viable tactic of whether JP can go and put him right on the touchline and do a bit of a stall. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Frowned upon, but.
I guess the only kind of thing at this point that Tolmandary can probably try and do is try and salvage what he can from the rest of his team.
Yeah.
Or just go the whole route and just do the whole Bloodbowl, the expected Bloodbowl tactic, and just try and throw as many punches as he can and hope to do some damage.
I think that's all he can do to try and salvage a bit of pride. And when you see this sort of dead and injured box and the right KOs he's got, I think you want to try and. Gonna get some pride back.
He's making a run for it. Yeah, he's just on
nice
the square
one.
shot.
Yeah, don't blame him. I'll say last thing you want to do is go for it when you don't have to.
I mean, to be fair, I guess JP's team's got kind of prime position and they've got enough strength behind them, so they if they want to, they can just keep throwing punches and hold up the Tolmandary champions.
Exactly, and I say you got to say the tactics paid off. He got a bit of fortune with the way that ball landed, but he's headed to perfection. I'm just going to clear pretty much half of the undead pitch, undead players off the pitch, and now he's enjoying smacking the crap out of them, but still standing. They've taken a hell of a beating there, haven't they? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Part of me feels a tiny bit sorry for him, but I actually feel sorry for something that will die once. Oh. There's no way he could have got him anyway, was there? So.
And yeah, Tiny Rocks are sealing this up. It feels like the kind of the fates had turned literally after that first block and just not being able to pick up the ball for the first 5 turns.
Right, I say, especially in a game of this where it's me, you sort of pop a one all grind. He's got a stamp on his face.
Go. Yeah, he's got enough assists.
Definitely, I think trying to take one of his Tomb Guardians out.
he's injured him as well.
Oh, and Decay's made it worse. A second injury. They're not the fastest in the world anyway, but to be fair, at least he's not dead again. Regen failed.
Oh, he gets sent off.
I guess he's not going to care too much about that, to be honest. But now is the is it the throw or the blitz to go and amble over the line?
It's the blitz rod just ended. Yeah.
There he goes.
Goes the touchdown. Looks like he can't even believe it.
He thought it fell over there. There he goes. He's been hit by a smooth criminal while up to that. That's a bit showy, isn't it?
Well, I mean, like, how often do you get to score a touchdown in this game?
Especially Khemri. If you manage to get more than one in a game, you're doing something else. Well,
so yeah, we've got one turn left of this game, and it'll probably either be Tolmandary's champions try to keep himself off the line and preserve as much of his team as he can, or, as I said before, go the more honourable route and just try and do as much damage as he can.
You've got to in your mind. I think Khemri's just going to go and chuck all his valuable players right at the back. He's got any. That's it. Chuck the skeletons up front. Let them go and take a bit of a pounding, and then rejoice in the fact that they've won this. I won't say convincingly, but they've played it very well, I think, to be honest.
It's a combination of just the positioning and then I guess the fortune of the ball just popping out and landing when it did.
Yeah. I mean, you do kind of, a tiny bit of me feels a little bit sorry for those skeletons.
We might see Tolmandary champions trying to get the consolation SPP from like a little cheeky pass at the end.
Tell me what team would ever do that.
So,
they should have bribed. I said one turn too late for Tolmandary.
Would have definitely came in handy.
Yeah. Mind you, we are also relying on one of the whites actually being able to pick the ball up.
That is also
before they can try the cheeky shot.
There's a stun from the golem. And the skeletons and the second skeleton. Just
throwing off a caber. That's werewolves around. I see the bun around as many people as possible. Werewolves trying to exact some bit of payback for them.
Oh, he's injured him.
He's got decay as well, hasn't he? Oh no, he's only got a baddie hurt. That's not too bad. But at least the werewolf has some star power.
We'll see him next game.
Yep.
And then we've got a late game foul as well.
He's really not happy with it.
I mean, he's got the free bribe. We might as well use it.
Yeah, definitely. Right, now can the white pick it up?
Wait. He's got it. He's moving in position.
Miracle. Come on then. Redeem yourself. It's
slightly orange got he's made the pass.
Go.
And that is the game.
That's
wow. I mean, yeah, I guess I've seen games where players have struggled to pick up the ball, maybe a couple of turns, but never that many.
That's four in a row, 5 in a row.
Yeah, that definitely had the negative impact on that game itself. But yeah, a lot. But yeah, as you see, the tiny rocks just tearing apart Tolmandary's champions.
Yeah, I mean, one dead. I mean, I know they've got a couple of injuries as well, but they'll both be back for the next match. And you think the werewolves pretty much taken out the game. You know, it's a nice star player points for Tiny Rocks as well. They'll be joining the embalming fluid later on tonight.
Yep. I mean, losing the speed disadvantage, and then it was a case of literally the numbers totally turning against them by the end of the first half, and then even the second half, it was. I mean, there's, as you say, there's every possibility that Nuffle might, cast their divine gaze upon the underdog. But sometimes, I guess Nuffle does enjoy seeing a.
I'd say it just nothing go their way really, did they? Let's say they managed to pick the ball up. They might have been able to go and sort of push the Khemri out of the way, or go playing into a bit more of their own trap and their own plan, but they just never had the chance really. So.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how both teams move off from. Interesting to see Tolmandary's champions move off from this game and their next. But yeah, there's a solid win
solid win for the Tiny Rocks at least.
Exactly. And they go to season. I think they're top of the league now.
Yeah.
The championship trophy is within touching distance. So I'm sure something will come along and snatch it from his grasp in no time. Anyway,
that was a good game to watch, and thank you again for joining me, Dunk.
excellent. Thank you, Joe. And like I say, I think it's your round.
My round to round it off, yeah.
Choo choo.
Well, thanks very much, folks, for watching. The Smash and Grab Classic, and make sure to tune in for the next game when it arrives. That's all from me.
It's your round. Come on.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, of course. Yes. That would be